Hello, welcome back to the channel. What you're about to hear is based on a real-life story, unfolding right now in communities like Alexandra and Diepsloot. It's the voice of Mzansi residents who are saying they no longer feel safe in their own neighborhoods. They claim hijacked buildings and informal settlements are being controlled by foreign gangs, and that this is fueling more tension, crime, and fear on the streets. Please listen all the way to the end so you can understand the full story from both sides. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss updates like this. In recent months, many South Africans living in Alexandra and Diepsloot have spoken out about what they see as a growing takeover of their neighborhoods by foreign criminal groups. These are not just rumors or isolated incidents. Residents say the signs are everywhere: buildings hijacked by people with no connection to the city, informal shacks going up overnight, and more illegal electricity connections feeding into a growing underground network. In some parts of Alexandra, buildings that once housed working families have been taken over and turned into hideouts or illegal rental properties, controlled by undocumented individuals or syndicates. Rent is often collected in cash, and no one really knows who owns what. Police say they are aware of hijackings, but many residents believe law enforcement is either overwhelmed or simply looking the other way. This has led to a rise in community patrols, civilian groups trying to take back control, but not without confrontation. In Diepsloot, the situation is no better. Several community leaders have expressed deep concern that certain areas are becoming hotspots for gang activity. Some of the gangs are allegedly made up of foreign nationals involved in robbery, drug dealing, and extortion. South Africans living in the area say they feel trapped, too scared to speak out, and unsupported by government structures. One mother said she sends her children straight home from school every day and locks the doors until morning because she fears what could happen after dark. It's important to highlight that not all foreign nationals are involved in crime. Many live peacefully among locals, run honest businesses, and contribute to the economy. But in places where the state is absent and unemployment is high, fear and frustration create a dangerous mix. Residents are not just angry at the criminal activity, they're also angry at being ignored. They say they've reported hijacked buildings, they've begged for better policing, and yet nothing changes. This has created an environment where xenophobic sentiments are growing fast. People no longer talk about individuals, they talk about them, meaning all foreigners, lumped into one group, and blamed for the hardship that many are going through. That's when things become dangerous. The lines between criminal and civilian, legal and illegal, foreigner and neighbor start to blur, and violence becomes more likely. Local authorities have acknowledged that both Alexandra and Diepsloot are facing serious challenges, and they've promised more interventions. But residents are running out of patience. Some say the only time politicians come is during election season, and even then, promises are made and quickly forgotten. This story is about more than just crime or immigration, it's about people trying to live in dignity, in communities that feel abandoned, in a country that's struggling with economic pressure and broken systems. Until there is real, consistent leadership and proper law enforcement, the fear and anger in these places will only keep growing. Thank you for staying with me through this report. If it opened your eyes or gave you something to think about, please subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear what's happening in our communities. See you on the next episode.